All right, Braden, on problem number 12, anytime that you're doing a word problem dealing with variations, very important that you isolate what kind of variation it is. So what I would ask you to do is to underline the words in the word problem that tells you the type it is. And in this case, that is varied jointly. We know that varied jointly, the equation is in the form of y is equal to kxz. But your first step is once you have varied jointly underlined, you are going to write your equation. The varied jointly represents the equal sign in the equation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at what's in front of varies jointly. That is strawberries. So I'm going to let S represent strawberries. Varied jointly is going to be my equal sign. I always know that in a joint variation, it has the variable k, your constant of variation, and it says it varies jointly as plums and tomatoes. So we're going to let plums be represented by P, tomatoes be represented by T. So your equation for this particular problem is going to be S is equal to KPT. Strawberries vary jointly with plums and tomatoes. Once you have your equation written, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to find your K value. So you're going to copy your equation, S is equal to KPT. And the next sentence gives you the values for those variables S, P, and T. So it says if we have 500 strawberries, so strawberries is 500, is equal to K times the number of plums, which is 4, times the number of tomatoes, which is 25. And I would solve that, and I'm going to get 500 is equal to 100K. Divide both sides by 100, and we're going to get 5 is equal to K. So no matter what type of variation it is, you want to, after you have the equation written, find your value of K. Once your value of K is found, the last sentence in the problem gives you two numbers. Those two numbers are 40 strawberries and 2 tomatoes. We're now going to write the equation for this particular problem, which is going to be strawberries is equal to 5 times plums times tomatoes. And therefore, we are going to replace strawberries with 40. We're going to replace tomatoes with 2. And we're going to solve that equation. So I get 40 is equal to 10p. Divide by 10, and I get 4 is equal to p. Therefore, the answer to the question would be, there would be 4 plums. All right, so first thing we're going to do in summary, underline the variation, and that represents your equal sign. Okay, you're then going to write the equation. If it is a joint variation, it's always going to be y is equal to kxz. If it is direct, it's going to be y is equal to kx. If it is inverse, it's going to be y is equal to k divided by x. You are then, at that point, going to replace and find k. You're then going to write the equation using the value of k. And the last thing you're going to do is you're going to plug in the other set of numbers and solve. No matter what type it is, this will always work. If you have any questions, let me know. Thank you.